First of all, thank you for your support, ladies and gentlemen. 100 subscribers. Here we go. But personal ego stroking aside, it is time for a Why Most Modern Films Suck video. In my previous video titled Of Moral Relativism and Self-Inserts, I went after Hollywood's deconstructionism of our favorite fictional IPs through their constant self-insertion of personal politics and morals, and through it, the near-complete expulsion of morally binary characters from modern entertainment. So, consider this a companion video to that one. Ladies and gentlemen, how many times have you heard either from the news media industrial complex or the creatives themselves that they are going to put a new spin on insert IP here from the OG franchise defiler of Ghostbusters 2016 and its exciting new change of making everyone an annoying broad? I mean female comedian. And the creatives thought that they could get away with this because some genius in the marketing department told them that it was a good idea. Because God forbid someone actually told them the truth. And because of this hubris, they convinced themselves that everyone else liked to smell their farts as much as they did. Newsflash, ladies and gentlemen, most people didn't. If you need further examples, perhaps we should turn our gaze towards the now thankfully defunct Snyderverse, and the creative in charge's unhealthy fascination with monochrome and slow-mo, as well as plots thinner than his credentials. Look, ladies and gentlemen, the Snyderverse sucked harder than the lead actress trying to get her role. From the glacial plots, bad writing, and a poor understanding of the characters, of course, none of this actually mattered because Zack wanted a franchise as a canvas upon which he could paint his vision. Not the vision as set forth in the comic books, not the vision that the fans wanted, and certainly not the vision that Warner Brothers wanted, because he would rather wear the world of DC Comics as a skin suit than put aside his own ego, and thus, ladies and gentlemen, his failure. Of course, there are other sterling examples, J.J. Abrams being one such example. No matter what franchise he's involved with, whether this is Star Trek or Star Wars, you can see his hand clearly. From the omnipresent mystery box storytelling to the flashy set pieces and lens flare. Because once again, his vision is what mattered, not the 30 years worth of lore and all the world building that came with it, not the philosophical questions inherent to both franchises, not the decades of fans that put their hard-earned cash into keeping these franchises alive. None of that mattered, because he wore the franchises like an Edgar suit so that he could make these films, and I'm using that term generously, that he wanted, because doing what he wanted was what was most important to him. There are other directors and writers and producers that you can probably think of right off the top of your head that are guilty of the same hubris, and that is what has killed more potential franchises than anything else. Creative hubris and the constant bad hiring practices of studios, whether through nepotism, ESG pandering, or sheer stupidity. Studios continue to hire on these egomaniacal brainlets. But that's all I've got for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching thus far. Tell me what you think down below. This has been Pete, the Heretical Nerd, signing off.